There we go. We're always waiting way too long for this game to open. Hello and welcome back to Elden Ring. We're gonna continue on the Bleed Arcane character today. The menu is always so quiet in the beginning. When I open the game before starting the stream, the music is always blasting and it feels even more awkward. Level 182, right? We quit out at the Fort of Reprimand, which we've also quit out on my first playthrough of the DLC, I believe. There's also a couple of things I would like to go back to the areas we already passed. A couple of items I missed. Now I don't remember which ones they were, but I know there were a couple. That's probably just going to be the case, though. It'll come back to me. Hopefully my controller works fine, but I have my doubts. Fort of Reprimand, though. This is where I got completely beaten up by a Twin Blade Knight or something like that several times before actually beating him. And also Omen. Hello, Omen. I mean, I guess they're not Omens. They're Omen Hunters, right? They're probably not Omens themselves. That would be a bit, ironic, I guess. I rolled so early because I tend to always not roll in time for the second attack when they do that attack combo. Blessed Bone Shard. This is where I like to jump over here even though there's no reason to. We go straight to fighting the Twin Blade guy, don't we? If we go left and go in here. What did I learn when fighting him? Probably not to use Poison Flask, but hey, that's not an option. Poison Flask, here we go. It's probably something that he staggers very easily from certain attacks or something, so I shouldn't be treating him like a boss. I do want to poison him, though. Uh-oh. That's not good for me. Hey, can I heal when I press the heal button? That's basically a meme at this point, but it's still very true. I run out of stamina. Don't kill me. You have a lot of range on that. I would love to get a full... There we go. That's what I wanted. I don't have stamina to actually punish you when you get up. I'm gonna try anyways. Ooh, that did not do enough damage. It would be very awkward if I died here. There we go. Revenge! Shouldn't even be necessary to take revenge on this guy, because when I first fought him, I was like, this guy is probably really, really easy. It's just that I keep messing up. I love this Asher Ward, though. This Asher Ward is quite fun. And that Asher Ward behaves differently if I put it on Twin Blade, doesn't it? Not saying I should put it on this weapon, but maybe I should put it on this weapon. No, don't get me wrong. I love my seppuku. I do want to keep using it, but since we're already using a Twin Blade, maybe I should try it. I wonder how difficult it would be to use both Kindred of Wrath's Exaltation and the Bloodlord's Exaltation. Is that what it's called? Is it called Bloodlord or is it called something else? Lord of Blood. Close enough. Potato, potato. Because that would be a lot of attack boost. Probably unnecessarily much. But managing both might be a bit tricky. I mean, I tend to swap to bleed anyways after I poison the enemy. I'd probably be better off to just use the two-handed talisman, which is a 15% attack boost, I think. But it's going to work as long as I'm two-handing the Twin Blade, I reckon. It should work for the Twin Blades at least, because it's not a paired weapon. Because I know it doesn't work for paired weapons, so it shouldn't work for the perfume bottles, because that's a paired weapon. So it shouldn't be working for, like, claws and, you know, Radon's swords and stuff like that, but it should work for, like, anything that's just good when you two-handed, even though it's not a paired weapon. That makes any sense whatsoever. Hello, friends. I do enjoy playing around with my poison weapon. Damn, that hit far. I feel like normally it doesn't. I think it's very like... What is happening? What? Why did a tree fall over? Oh, is there like one of those Iron Virgins walking around outside? I don't know why that aggroed onto me, but... Yeah, I feel like this weapon is very, like, camera-based. It's like sometimes when you're, like, fighting downwards, it just shoots it into the ground, and it's not very good. I don't remember if I get anything good here. Ooh, Flame Drake +3, I'll gladly take that from my collection. I need to go back and collect all the different physical talismans as well, at some point. So this takes me back out, question mark? Yes, it does. Alright, before we drop down here, there is a ladder, though. Do you have to kick that down, or is it just like... Yeah, no. Good. But I do want to check this area as well. What's a bone shard? There's the poison trigger. I gotta say, I love the perfume bottles. I want to make more characters that use perfume bottles. Like, I would especially like to make a mage that uses perfume bottles, simply because it feels like I'm using magic even when I'm not using magic, right? It feels like I'm not using a melee weapon as a backup weapon. It feels like I'm using a magical spell that's free, you know? Is there like 2 omen killers down here or something crazy? Hello. Oh yeah, this time we get to give all the guys the dark runes, because there's like a people where you can give them like Nicholas Blessing of Light or Dark or something. Oh, I might be dead. Oh, risky heal. I hate that these guys just back off doing fire attacks. That's honestly the one thing I don't like. This one, Iris of Occultation. Because I gave like the light one to everyone on my first character because it seemed like the nice choice. But the nice choice only gave me ashes that I don't really care too much about. So we're gonna do the not nice choice and see what we get out of it. I'm guessing we get the weapons of the people. I'm guessing they perish and they turn into weapons. And if you help them out, they turn into ashes that can help you through summon instead. The thing is, I really wanted the katana of the lady at the finger guy's place. Because that seemed like it would be really cool to have on my quality character. It might be really cool to have on my bleed character as well, though. Katanas tend to have bleeds, so... A character I'm playing off-stream that I intend to just keep leveling beyond level 200 is currently a weird kinda quality build that I'm kinda like loving a lot. where I'm going, instead of going 80 strength dex, I'm doing 55 strength, 55 dex, 55 arcane. Now, I'm not sure how good that is in terms of stat, like actual getting damage values out of your infusions and your weapons. But for the time of being, it feels really good. So once I'm like done leveling that, I'll do like a comparison. I've tried to use like some of the online tools to calculate the, well, I shouldn't say some. There's one that I really like, but apparently it doesn't currently calculate the damage of blood weapons correctly. Or at least I haven't gotten it to work. So, wait, why am I going here again? There's no reason to go back up here, I don't think. Have I done everything here then? There was one place I didn't go, but is that the same as... No, it shouldn't be. I'll jump down the ladder down here. What was I saying? Yeah, it doesn't seem to calculate the damage of blood weapons correctly, which is what I'm curious how I want to go about if I want to, like, min-max things. Because by going blood weapon, you decrease the scaling from strength and dex by quite a bit. I feel like you decrease the scaling of strength more than you decrease the scaling of dex. But that might just be the weapons I'm using favor dex more than strength, so it just feels that way. It's something I would have to like do a little bit of research into. But having a little bit of strength, it's kind of fun for the option of using certain weapons and or shields. Because, especially on the character that I had to level past 200, I'm gonna like mess around with a little bit with the larger shields. It's something that I could have done on my quality character, but I opted not to do, because sometimes I just feel like tower shields... It's probably just bias from earlier games where blocking was quite strong and blocking isn't as strong as anymore. But sometimes like tower shields just feel really powerful. And they're probably not as powerful as I think they are. It's just sometimes when I use them, I just like hold the shield up and I see my stamina bar doesn't budge and I'm like, damn, this is strong. I should probably play around with tower shields more and just learn their weaknesses so that I don't have that like biased feelings towards tower shields being the way they are. Not to mention they're heavy as heck and like you have to invest in the strength. Like if you're using a tower shield, there's like probably like it should be effective, right? I actually have like 3 really weird like heavy encumbrance builds in mind that I want to try. Sorry about that. Which feels excessive because I kind of don't want to do 3 like heavy armored characters back to back with very similar stat spreads. They just have different ways of approaching the situation. Because I want to do one that is essentially damage-wise is more of a dex or arcane character. It's gonna be like using a like either a rapier or a great thrusting weapon, something like Anspur or a Healus, and just try to hide behind a giant shield, rocking bleed and poison and rot, just to see if you can do like a very like slow tanky build where you hide behind a shield. I also just want to do one where it's essentially a similar version of what I did when I played Seamless Scope with a friend, which of course was off stream, so you haven't seen it anyways. It's basically just a dual wielding... I went with colossal swords on it, and you just do heavy armor, and I really want to stack like damage negation from talismans and buffs, like using crabs and the dragon, whatever, shield talisman. This one. And maybe even mix in some incantations to have some defensive incantations, like a little bit of faith. And just try to get that defense as high as possible. But then I had a different idea where I wanted to do something similar, which is almost the same thing, but I go like a really fast weapon, like either like daggers or fist weapons, and I try the Millennia Rune, and I also get like the heal on hits, flask, and talisman. And I just try to have like enough damage reduction and heal on hit to like just face tank through things. They're really stupid builds that I'm cooking that I'm not sure is going to be like... It's not really the thing I would usually do, but if it works, it could be funny. Oh, there's another one. Oh, you guys hit like trucks. I'm dead, I think. Yep. Did not think they hit that hard. 70% of my health in one hit. I was just like chilling, taking my time, whacking the guy. Did not expect him to hit like a massive truck. Yeah, I have a few like weird tank builds I want to try. Maybe I should do them like online co-op and just like join people's worlds and just go in there and be a tank. It's kind of fun to be like a tank when you do like you get summoned for boss fights. Just because the last thing I feel like you want to do when you get summoned to help someone is get one shot by a boss. Like they summoned you. You should be living, right? If they hit that hard, I might just run around them for now. See if they let me do that. Although this like charging one with the pizza cutters might be rough to run away from. It's kind of fast. Oh, yep. Right. You're capable of turning around pretty fast, but you're headless though, aren't you? How do you know where I am? What if I stealth? Sneaky, sneaky. Do you think they know? I have a feeling they might know. I think they're also stuck. Nope, they're... Oh, maybe not. Is this a smithing stone? No, it's a blessing of America. Completely useless. Also, on the camp we're coming up on, I'm not gonna fight the ghost dragon. I remember the first ghost dragon. Don't kill my horse. So rude. Because the first ghost dragon we fought on this character was already immune to bleed and poison, and it took a while to fight them. And I remember this one is a lot tankier than that one, so it would just take me way too long to fight this one with this setup. So I'll just come back to this dragon later when I have more Shadow Tree fragments, I think. Not to mention all the other guys that are super annoying that like start fighting me instead of the dragon. They're like, yeah, you know what? Between fighting an actual giant dragon who's like a very real threat and the random guy who's running around on the outskirts with a horse, we're gonna fight the random guy on the outskirts with the horse. Is this the shadow view? I think it might be, which would be nice because that triggers another like interaction with Ansbach, I think. I don't remember if there's a reward for it. And there's probably another fragment as well. Which honestly I think is going to be my main priority. Is getting the Shadow Tree fragments. I don't feel like I need to do like any like, oh, I'm gonna avoid getting the Shadow Tree fragments to make everything more annoying to deal with. Nah. We don't need that. And then here my eye. So if I approach the main structure, that's gonna cause the mythical root to shatter. Can I level up? Not yet. So I just head back to Ansbach now. This allows me to bypass the castle and not fight Rolana right away. Which could be an interesting way to go about things if I want to postpone the Rolana fights. On one side of things, I do have a bit of a headache today. So maybe postponing the Rolana fight is a good idea. On the other side of things, who knows if I'm not going to have a headache the next 5 times I stream as well, so might as well try.
Righteous tarnish.
The eye.
I can hardly believe it. His tender Miquela's eye is no mere morsel of flesh. It is a vessel of soaring grace. I wonder, does Miquela the Kind intend to sever his very birthright?
That seems to be the
child of the Erdtree.
Thing that Empyreans like to do, yeah.
Righteous tarnished concerning Kind Miquela's intentions. Why he is here. The full picture is yet to coalesce, but we do know that he is bound for the Tower of Shadow, and that is where he intends to rise to true godhood. The Tower of Shadow houses a divine gateway. A well-kept secret it was, but the gateway was once the birthplace of a god we know all too well. Righteous tarnished.
Welcome. Oh, give this. He asked me.
Well, there you go. Got that there.
You come. You enjoy.
Oh, nice.
For you, things.
You found any more things?
Goodbye.
Alright, back to Thealer. Then we can probably get that weird potion that he has. Who do I give that potion to again? I forgot. I'll remember it when I see it.
So, oh, I have to say it's wonderful. I don't think I'll have to. You two, I'll mix up. If you find yourself sleepers, is that so? Then take this. This can for you, for all.
Thank you.
So,
You can buy more as well. That's really expensive. I kind of want to like try drinking one just to see what happens. I mean, it's just gonna kill me, isn't it? But never got to try that on the previous playthrough. I mean, I might as well try it on my other character now because I can't use the thing he gave me for anything, anyways. I missed out on it. See, I already went down here, but I think I missed something. I know one thing I missed. I didn't pick up the friggin' backhand blades, which is a weapon I would be interested in using. Unfortunately, I discovered that the backhand blades cannot use seppuku, which I guess is because they're too curved to stab yourself with, question mark? I don't know. It would be really nice because they are paired weapons, and I like using seppuku on paired weapons so that I get the buff on both weapons in one quick use of the button. Because while you can do the whole, like, two-hand, left-hand weapon juggle to get the buff on both weapons, I find it a bit of a hassle to do so. I would love it if, like, there was a mechanic that made it so. I talked about this before. A mechanic that if you have the same Ash of War on weapons in both hands, certain Ashes of War would allow you to use them both at the same time by just pressing the button once. Or maybe holding the button or something. Like, we got dual wielding, now we just need dual Ash of Warring, you know? Yoink, backhand blade, my beloved. I really like the backhand blade. I think I missed a painting. Right, because I only have the Sacred Tower painting. I think there's another painting up on the side somewhere. Just gonna have a look around here real quick, see if I missed any more. Obvious things. I think I missed one of those, what are they called? Those foragers that give you the cookbooks. I think there was one somewhere around here. I'd like to have a chat with him as well. I do remember going down here, though. Definitely went down there. Doesn't mean I didn't miss something down there, but still. I also think there's a larval tier around here somewhere. And also there should be the entrance to one of those ever jails. Not ever jails. It's a jail of some kind. It's the weird like jar jails. Forager brood, I think is what they're called. Forager brood. The guy I'm looking for. That's around here somewhere, I think, if I remember right. The problem is I might just run past him by accident because I just don't see him, which is probably what I did last stream. Probably went straight by him somehow. So I went up there and I picked up an armor piece or something. And this is where the jail is, which we should check out. Especially if I don't find the forager guy. Maybe he's also up near where the painting is and I'm misremembering things. It's at least somewhere in the first section of the DLC. That much I remember. That's only because I played a little bit of the DLC on my off-stream character and I found a couple of things that I forgot to pick up on this character. When can I level up? 243. 243. Whoa, you jumped towards me. I thought you just ran out. Wow, wow. Strange stairs. Oh no! All the frozen maggots. Almost at all of the frozen maggots you can eat, which is, I mean, could be true, but I don't think that would be a lot of frozen maggots in my case, because I would probably just feel sick immediately and not be able to eat anymore. Assuming I could convince myself to eat one in the first place, which, you know, I kind of doubt. Maybe they're less gross when they're frozen. So they're probably not moving. They might be more crunchy than gross. I don't know why I'm talking about this. Yoink. Also yoink. Anything but the jar. Not the jar. Oh, this is sus. Hello, it's a jar baby. I feel like these guys should be weak to bleed. That's just my 2 cents, though. Whee! Huh? 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 Yoink. I want to see if I can jump all the way. I can, but I don't live. I can jump that far, but I don't live while doing it. If I had a way to wave at Foxed, I would wave at Foxed, but I don't have a way to wave. I don't have arm tracking. I can wave my head. Like, there you go. Welcome, Foxed. Damn. What an ambush. Leapfrog. Cross that gap. Flush baby! Oh, I got grabbed. Flush baby hug. What? Sword to destroy is what I meant. Oh, I'm dropping frames. That's not ideal. And I'm not dropping frames, and I'm dropping frames again. Excellent. I'll see if I can do anything about that. Yeah, you just beat me up. It's fine. Just beat me up. I'm trying to fix my connection issue. Why am I dropping frames? I don't like that. Turn off this. I mean, I'm on a 5 GHz connection. It should not matter if my Bluetooth is on. And Steam should not be downloading anything. Well, I stopped dropping frames. Let's make sure that YouTube didn't decide to end the stream, because YouTube likes ending streams when we drop frames for like a couple of seconds. They're like, well, you dropped the connection. Let's just call it quits on that session. Still go. All good. Yoink. Any reason to climb any of this stuff, or does it just feel very climbable for no reason? Flesh baby! I don't know why I call them flesh babies. I think it's because they feel like they're shooting fetuses at me when they do some other attacks, and they kind of remind me of like a creature from the forest. The good old logic of, at least if you step on something that's collapsing, you're immune to fall damage. It's kind of like an idea I was playing around with in elementary school, where I was like, if you stand on top of a thing while falling, and you jump off the thing right before you hit the ground, does that make you not take any damage? No. But in games, yes. In real life, no. In games, yes. In some games, not all games. Most games, though, yes. So this is actually a loop. This is where I started, right? Well, judging by that guy, it's not. Oh, you're tankier than the other ones. But Blade doesn't mind. Yeah, it is a loop. I feel like there's definitely going to be loot in here I miss. I remember feeling like that the first time. Oh, really? Get the flesh, baby. Did I draw frames again? No? It's just, for some reason... Oh, yeah, the stream bot likes to repost the message every time I drop frames, I guess. Cookbook 11. That's probably a frozen cookbook. Guessing so, because I have a hefty freezing pot on me. Or at least one that I can make. How many of you guys are there? Are they, like, patrolling the area? Thinking about patrolling enemies makes me want to play the first Amnesia game again. The problem is I've played it so many times, it's not scary at all anymore. I need, like, a way to make it scary again, and I don't know how that would work. Hefty cracked pot, don't mind if I do. Was that the one I kept trying to jump to? I think so. Excellent. Not surprised me if there's still a couple of corners I haven't been in. So this place is surprisingly good at hiding stuff. They are patrolling. This probably takes me back to where I started, I would guess. So I'm just gonna go... Didn't I see a door somewhere? Might happen. Yes, I am. Oh, we're all the way back here now. Maybe I should have taken that shortcut over the one area I saw. They're vibing! And if you guys keep vibing, maybe we don't have to fight. That would be nice. This guy wants to fight. And now they want to fight as well. Couldn't have just stuck to vibing. Missed me. Alright, how many of you guys want to stand up? I wonder if I can put the weapon art that, is it called Edgar? The dad of Arena, the Revenger guy. I can put that weapon art on the Twin Blade to get like a helicopter thing going. That'd be kind of funny. Wild Strikes would also be kind of funny if I could put that on. Oh, no Sight of Grace. This is where you fight Yoda. And I struggled a lot more with this Yoda than the random Yoda, I think. Oh, you don't stagger as easily as I thought you did. Oh, you're good at gap closing. Did you somehow heal yourself, or did I just do very little damage on the first few hits on you? That's cool. I'm gonna try to apply the logic of fighting the Black Knives, where I let him come to me. Get him a summon. Decent amount of runes, actually. Let's see, was I thinking something just now? I think I was. Oh yeah, I was thinking about the Ashes of War. I'm gonna check that out when I teleport. We'll see if we have Wild Strikes and the weapon art of the Revenger guy. Let's go back inside for it. Something I want to get into the habit of doing is unequipping the weapon art of weapons that come with a weapon art that I'm not going to use the weapon of. So if I go sword chest, like this one, and this one, and this one, they all come with weapon arts. But I'm not going to use those weapons. I should take the weapon arts off so I have the weapon arts. Because I never realized that that's what the symbol meant, unlike weapons that come with weapon arts. I didn't realize they came with the weapon art. You could just take it off to have it. You just do this and undo enchantment. Now you have the weapon art. Frost buildup. But you can't put a weapon art on this. I've been thinking like it would be fun to do like both Frost buildup and Bleed buildup, because Frost kind of works like Bleed in the sense that it does a chunk of max health damage. The problem is you can't reapply Frost without waiting for it to expire or removing it with fire. So if I want to do like a back-to-back like Blood and Frost buildup, I would need to have Frost buildup, Blood buildup, and fire damage. And I know like one setup I can do that with, but I tried that setup before for different purposes and it wasn't very good. Said I would do this off stream and I forgot. Get that that's not a good reason to do it on stream, but this has Arcane scaling. It's kind of neat. Guardian Sword Spear. Who did I get this from? Oh, just those minor Erdtree guys? I kind of would like to use the Sword Spear because I think they're cool. They're like spears, but they're swords, which makes them cooler. You know? Makes a lot of sense. How does the Pest Glaive not have any rot and or poison and or arcane stuff on it? Rude. Okay, I want to take out some of these things because I want to sell some of them. I want to sell that. I want to sell... I'll go to do that right away so I don't forget. Sell one of these. $140 bloodlust build, that's crazy. But even at like 50 or 40 arcane, you still have 100 bloodlust build up, which is still solid. Okay, sell. Let's see. I wanted to sell this. I wanted to sell probably basic dagger. Now I can get more of those. I want to sell clean rot. And I swear it was something else, one of these. Haven't sorted some of these initial weapons. Feels good to have a sorted inventory. Then again, like, my whole sorting system has kind of become ruined, so I might as well just take all the weapons back out. Because initially I was keeping all the bleed weapons on me, but I've come to realize that it's not that simple. It needs to be a bleed weapon that I can change the Ash of War on to make it an occult weapon so that it has arcane scaling but still is a bleed weapon. Other than that, I want it to be weapons I can change the Ash of War on that doesn't have bleed build-up, but I can make it have bleed build-up. So it's more important to have weapons I can change the Ash of War on than having bleed weapons. This is what I've learned throughout this playthrough. Because I'm still very much thinking in terms of, probably have two Lord Sworn, yeah I do. I was originally thinking in terms of Dark Souls 3, because that was my frame of reference, essentially. This, keep this, store this, store this, store this, store this. I think that sorts things out. Hey Daniel, welcome. How's it going? Okay, there was one more weapon I wanted to sell. Lord Sorn, I think. And we should be good to go. I'll try the Ashes of War that I wanted to try back in the DLC because it's easier to test things there. Just gonna level up Arcane first. 77 Arcane. I wonder what my Arcane cap is gonna be. 144 maybe. Alright, to the DLC. Where did I come from? It's like over here, isn't it? Ballarat Jail. Do I want to use Greyole Bloodblade? Greyole Bloodblade. Let's see, Ashes of War. I'm very curious if I can put... What's it even called, that Ash of War? I don't immediately see it. Usable on pole arms. Not twin blades. That's such a shame. Do I have wild strikes? I do have wild strikes. Usable on axes and hammers as well as curved swords and great swords. I can't use that on this twin blades either. It would be so fun if I could. We'll try this one. Oh, I cannot make this blood though. Ah, that's a shame. Then I will not use it. Think you can use the little spin thing? Little spin thing. Do I have the little spin thing? Don't even think I have it. Item I missed. Yoink. That's just a random rune. Okay, not that useful. Little magic circle. Yeah, I don't think I bought that from Roger because he's the one that sells that one. That would be a fun one though. Probably look cool with this weapon if it works. Maybe I'll make a twin blade sorcerer at some point. Yoink. Savage Lion's Claw. Don't mind if I do. There was a place I did not go. Should be a painting somewhere that I missed. And I should easily remember where it is, but I don't. But I should. I was a painting. Where would I be? I missed an item down here, though. Yoink. Maybe I would be up here. Why do they have to make, like, eating noises? It's so creepy. Oh, I know where the painting is. I remember now. I remember now where the painting is. It's on top of like a cliff with a shack. It's above the church. And here's one of those brood foragers that I tend to almost kill every single time I see them. Thank you. So when I went to the church here, I went... Ooh, cookbook that I also missed down. I went around and down, or I just jumped onto the church. You can actually climb to the top of this somehow. There should be a shack. And that has the painting I need. Yoink. There we go. Now we've caught up to most of the things I wanted to do. I'd like to get the map for this area. The question is, do I run all the way around or do I save it for later? Also have the option of trying to get to the bottom of the water here and exploring that. Might be worth doing. In which case I want to get to this path, so we'll just run from here. Any tips for Radon? I'm not sure if I have like a good fail safe way. I kind of just like kept trying until I got used to most of the attack patterns. Did I have like any big revelations for myself towards the end of it? Just to clarify, are we talking Radon DLC or Radon non-DLC? Because I'm assuming you're talking Radon DLC, but... If anything, I would just say, like, every little advantage helps. So if you're not, like, using any consumables to buff yourself, maybe consider, like, doing that. I started using the crabs from, Crab Guy to get a bit of extra defense. Finding, like, good spots to reapply buffs during the fight, such as, like, right after the big AoE when you go into phase 2. Or halfway through phase 2 when he like flies into the sky are good times to like reapply buffs to yourself if you need to reapply buffs. This guy's having a moment. Hello.
Bale! Vile Bale! Oh, terror incarnate!
Can I have a look at your
There
hats?
is life in me yet.
This guy's really having a moment.
Upon your heart. Mark my words. You too shall know.
Oh, now I remember who I need a potion for. Okay, yeah, let's... You want to talk? You just want to... We can talk later, it's fine. We can become buds later on. I think I'm about to get invaded by an NPC. Assuming this bird doesn't randomly kill me. Alright, NPC invader. What is your wisdom? Ancient dragon man. Not quite dragon, not quite man. There you are. Oh, good range. Woo! Ow. Good night, Dragon Man. Not quite dragon, not quite man, but entirely dead. It's getting kind of dark. Or burbs. Ow. This is the cave that takes me to Dragonlands, isn't it? Which I would say isn't where I'm trying to go at the moment. Though, does it also drop me by... I have a map of this area? I do. It also gets me down here, doesn't it? Which would be worth doing. I might go through the cave and not go through the Dragon Peaks. I'll just go down to the Crimson Lands. First, I want to check the top of this cliff. Demon Bird. Got a graveyard. Anything spooky in the graveyard? Other than more birds? I just throw a lot of birds in this place. Oh yeah, that's where you get to this tower. I remember. Going up. Why did they also make it spin? Is that just to make you disoriented? The very center of the lands between all manners of death wash up here, only to be suppressed. This is the very center, huh? Like, I'm wondering if the Realm of Shadow is, like, here? Or if it is, like, somewhere else entirely. Like, I'm gonna assume it's here. I would love it if there was, like, some indication that it was here. Or maybe it's just upside down on the bottom of the map, and the world is, like, double flats. Be kind of funny. How much stamina do I have right now? 20. Anything else to do up here? I feel like there should be one of those Deathbird armor pieces up here somewhere. Oh, we got a larval tear. So are you glowing? Can I stagger you with this? Oh, I can? Because that's probably easier to hit on them when they're flying around. Let's see. Yoink, larval tear. I should make it daytime just because it's so dark up here. Okay, this is probably where the armor piece would be. You guys don't mind me just grabbing this, right? Alright, thank you. Thank you, I'll be on my way then. Alright, we'll go into the dragon cave then. Not sure how tough the enemies might be there. I feel like they're probably respectably tough, but not super tough. Because I probably went there quite early last time as well. Not sure if it was before or after Rolana, though. It is so dark. Does it normally get this dark? It's insane. I kind of like it, though. If only my lantern was a bit more effective. Dragon's Pits. Are the enemies down here skeletal enemies and therefore immune to poison? Because if they are, that would be a bit annoying, but it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, it's these guys. You can't be poisoned, can you? They can't be staggered, though, surprisingly. Banded curved sword. Does it have bleed at all? I think I already got one of these. I'll go into this tunnel, why not? Doesn't seem ominous at all. Smithing Stone 1! Thank you, game. Very, very much appreciated. I need like 6 billion of those. And those 6, they will come in handy. Right, at least the small skeleton dudes stagger heavily. Just from little poison fumes. I think I'll deal with the archer first, because he annoys me. I was really hoping that would stagger you. I wonder if I can duck under some of his attacks would be hilarious. Oh, there's more. I love this weapon. It's awesome. I mean, against these guys, since they're immune to poison, I'm probably better off swapping to this. In which case, I don't know what I would do with this. I guess I would swap this to perfume bottle buffer. Could also swap on, like, Fire Scorpion Ring to make it do even more damage, but I think I need my resistances for the time of being. It's quite fast when you one-hand it, actually. Get a little bit more damage two-handing it, but not by too much. Ow. See, this is the end of the place, right? Yep. Any loot here? Keep exploring before I go there. Just in case there's anything else to find. So that's where I came from. There is another thing all the way up there. Which I'll probably have to fight someone to get to. Oh, it's one of these guys. Lovely. I love these guys. And by I love these guys, I mean I find them kind of annoying. I love getting pushed into your friggin' lava. I believe you're already poisoned, so... Yeah, luckily you don't hit like a truck. But you do still do this attack, which I'm not a big fan of, because you just keep going and you keep going. And then you keep going some more. And now there's lava everywhere, and it's fun for the whole family. Are we not done yet? Oh my god, you need a hobby. Could you stop with this one attack that I really hate? Good riddance. What a nuisance. There was an item on the ledge somewhere, I think. Is this where I came from? That is where I came from. Should be like a ledge I can see. Here? Yep. Yoink. Smithing stone 5. I guess that's mostly just to tip you off that there is something up here then. Well, I think that covers most of the place. We'll swap back to our exaltation. I'll do bleed exaltation. Doesn't matter too much which one I do. Unless the enemy is immune to only one of them. Whee! Oh, I was hoping that would like spread poison all the way down. Well, only have 4 flasks. Be nice to have a couple more, but I guess not. Is this the same guy that invaded me? I'm fighting? Yeah, it is. But he's probably stronger this time. Yup. Just casually with the one shot. Hey, I'll consider that him giving me back my healing items. You know what? It's all good. It just like randomly one-shots me as I walk in. Didn't even manage to roll in time. Nice of the runes to spawn outside. Ah, it was something that would stagger you out of the sky. That one shot's okay. From full health. I was hoping I could stagger him out of it, but I guess I gotta whack a few more times than just one to stagger him out of it. Heed my warnings, thee foul, foolish, greedy, tarnished. Best put thy foolish ambitions to rest. They shall never become my lord. Welcome, Aegon. Knock you out! Nah, he has too much hyper armor. Okay, I'll just avoid it then. I'll just avoid it. I'm guessing that has more hyper armor than the move that Eleonora uses. Oh, he didn't start with the move! You can heal too, huh? But only once. You can't hit that this far, right? I'm not sure how that one works. Dragon Hunter's Great Katana. Does that also have bleed? It does. It needs one more strength. You can't swap the weapon art. Level up 78 Arcane. Almost at that sweet, sweet 80. Now, if I just want to make like an instant turn to the red lands, how would I go about that? Because I want to be over there. I want to be up here. Do I have to fight the first dragon? You don't have to fight anything, I guess. Just literally walk around it. Technically speaking, I don't know how strong this first dragon is. Probably hits like a truck. To be brutally honest. Oh, you know lightning. Oh, of all the places for you to go. Of course, you'd get stuck on a random cliff. There we go, finally got my stagger. Now, I'm not gonna bother with the crit attack, I'm just gonna whack you. Thank you. 100k for fighting a random dragon. Don't mind if I do. Big goats. This is what happens when you become too goated. Igon's Cookbook 1. What kind of anti-dragon stuff does that have? Igon's Cookbook 1. Dragon Communion, Grease, and Harpoon.
Warrior true. Picture yourself feasting upon a dragon's essence. On the throbbing heart of it would be the full and your
I said no last time. I'm not sure what this does. We're just gonna try it. Sure.
Yes, as it should be. Now, seek the jagged peak. There you will find Landbow, Devour. I will grant you this in the name of my lord, Placidusax.
Oh, I killed that guy. Ancient Dragon Blessing. What is that? Is that use FP to increase all damage negation. Favor bestowed by the Dragon Communion Priestess in the name of the Dragon Lord Placidusax. Consume FP to increase all forms of damage negation, including physical. This also increases damage negation while guarding as an additional effect. Each night the priestess offers her own sleep to her lord, and in turn receives the power of his favor. There's no negative disadvantage to just holding this thing like the Baldachins.
Warrior, in a time the foul traitor is becoming a sworn enemy of the brood. Since that day, Bale and his bloodline, the Drakes, have served as sacrifices for Dragon Queen, landbound warrior. My look seek conceal. In a time left far becoming a since land but seek seal.
Okay. Chaos Tyranny and Flame Lightning. Flame Lightning sounds cool. And then Ghost Flame Breath. $79 Arcane. 1 level to go.
Warrior true. In a time of
Okay, you don't say anything new.
since Lamba
Yep, yep, yep. Bye. Well, I'm in no rush to fight Bale. I'm kind of just vibing with the lands at the moment. Charos or Karo's Hidden Grave. Not sure which one. You'd think usually when, you know, it's a CH. Usually when there's a CH, it's a ch sound, but too many times has that not been true, so I don't trust it anymore. What was this guy's deal again? You keep dipping? Oh, that was your deal, right? I hate this. No, I almost got him. I hate Revenants. I hate Revenants 3. Oh, stretchy. Ugh. Why did it spawn me here? Wait, where is my other... Did I not sit down as... Was there not a Site of Grace? Or maybe there wasn't one. For some reason I feel like I remember there immediately being a Site of Grace upon entering the... Charos something something. Maybe there isn't, and I'm just imagining things. Maybe I just didn't see it. I'll like a quick peek over here just to see if I see anything. No. There's a turtle. Gravekeeper's Cookbook 2. 2. Alright. Let me finish you off! I hate these guys so much! I got it, but it got me. Oh, they're so annoying! What's new, Mr. Revenant? Oh, what's new, Mr. Revenant? Oh. Did I not? I did drink my flask. This didn't look like I did. Okay. The Revenant seems to spawn in the same place, though. Haha! What's your plan now? If you summon another one, I will be so upset. Got him. Would you give me some kind of spell or weapon that has a spell in it? Oh, a cookbook. Oh yeah, a cookbook that has a consumable that has a spell in it. Potato, potato, you know? Is this where I go through like a tiny tunnel? It's not. Then what's the deal with this little corner right here? Nothing, I guess. There should be a site of grace here. There we go. Yup. Yoink. I think if I climb up, I get another one of those Gravebird armor pieces, maybe. Yeah, it was very tippy-tappy when it's running. Yeah, I even see the Gravebird statue up there. Can I please pick up the item and not just like run past it? Would be very nice. That would be awesome if that like my there. Thank you. Bring some spectral light. Not what I expected, but that's only because I forgot that was even a thing. If I can get myself to one of those hippos drop skidoo tree fragments. 23 skidoo! I should stop saying that because I don't know what it means. Like suddenly it's gonna be like, it's gonna carry some weird meaning that I'm not okay with. For all I know. Oh, there's the weird rhino. That I both want to fight and don't want to fight. Hello, rhino. Can I poison you? Are you poisonable? You don't hit that hard. And you are poisoned. How do you feel about bleed? I don't know how that didn't hit me, but it didn't hit me. One skidoo. And there's that guy that I can't fight yet because I don't have enough hefty... Well, how many hefty crackpots do I have? Do I have 3? Maybe 3 is enough. I don't have enough materials to make the things I need, though. But I could go through Charo's grave, because that would mean we get the ice perfume. Not that we can use it, because it's an intelligence weapon, but... wouldn't mind having it in my collection. Is there an item up here? Is this one of the armor pieces? Nope. Just a ghost glovewort. Not causing anyone any trouble in the world. I cannot jump all the way down there. I'm gonna have to go around. What if I made like a character that uses like all the perfumes? But I equip 2 of them, summon the mimic, and then swap the 2 other ones. And then we just have like a perfume party. With all the colors. How many perfumes are there? Are there 5? I wouldn't be able to do all 5. I think there's 5. There's fire, ice, poison, lightning, and frenzy, I think. This is the jail where we had to fight the weird guy, right? That keeps becoming invisible and summons like 50 clones of himself. Oh, you grab me and you bite me? Oh no, I'm gonna turn into a shadow vampire. Or a skidoo vampire, if you will. Hello, flesh baby. Rattling Pate Lamentation. That's the one that goes, ooh, right? Yeah. Ooh. Yoink. Upper level key. Are there any more doors for this one? Doesn't seem like it. Better safe than sorry. Ooh. Flesh baby. There we go, chilling perfume. It's amazing I missed that on my first character going through the DLC. It's just literally just there. And I didn't pick it up. I think it's fine to just fall down this one. We end up like back up somewhere else. Just have to go through a bit of sewage. Get some rats. I don't know how much intelligence you need for the ice flask. 13. And can the ice ones swap weapon arts? I think so. Yep. I think they can all swap weapon arts except the poison one. I was gonna say the poison and the frenzy flame one, but actually I think the frenzy flame one can swap weapon arts as well. I guess the only reason the poison one can't is because it has like a unique one where it like allows you to poison yourself, which I initially was like, but why would I want that to be my only weapon art? But it's actually kind of good if you want to trigger on poison buffs against someone who can't be poisoned. Are you gonna bait me? You're gonna bait me, aren't you? Clarifying +2. Don't mind if I do. I wonder if that would help against the boss in this place. I don't think it would. There's no like status bar for him, is there? He just randomly does makes you go insane. Unless there's like a hidden status bar. Flush, baby! So I drop down around here, I guess? Yup. We didn't miss out on much. I do not have the key for this. Leave Tuber 2, thank you for the follow. That is a potent scream that guy just whipped out. Isn't the floor here fake or something? Yep. Of course you grabbed me before I whacked you. I would still love like an enemy that like grabs you and then while you're in the grab animation other enemies can join in on the grab and they all just pile up on you and do more damage. Like that would be very fitting for those areas that have like a lot of those slow moving zombies that pretty much only have a grab attack. Would make the grab attack a lot more threatening. All of Tibia, that should be the item that you can use. Call of Tibia, an ancient ceremonial tool that uses a Gravekeeper's skull as a catalyst. Summon one lost in death at the spot of that is thrown. The creature spins and mows down. Goes in the vicinity 3 times. I want to see how this works. Yep, that's 3 times. Like, I really want to make a kind of like skeleton summoning character. It's just there's that thing, and then there's the Tibia summon spell. I tried the Tibia summon spell, and I really don't like it. This one, it feels really slow, really inconsistent, and just uncomfortable to use. I would love like some faster spells. Or I would love like a spell that you hold and it creates like an area around you, and enemies in that area will have like skeletal arms come out of the ground trying to grasp them, and it kind of just like pursues them, and it does damage if they stand on it, but if they're just moving constantly, they'll get out of it quite easily. And it doesn't do that much damage. It's just like a little bit of damage, and if you hit enough times, maybe a bit of stagger. Or maybe if you stagger in it, they grab you for a bit. Something that would like work alongside like a mimic or a ashes, basically. Oh, they're just vibing up there. Hey, I'm gonna come and ruin everything. Bit of a jump. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. A bit of a headache today, but otherwise fine. Took a painkiller. How about you? How are you doing? I died. How far back do I go? Probably really far back. Yep. And how do I get back to where I was quickly? It's the big question everybody's asking themselves. It's not really a big question, and nobody's asking themselves that, but we could at least pretend, you know? What? That was a long fall. Flush, baby. Oh god, they're yelling. They're yelling in unison. I think I went up here, because this guy also yells at me. It's kind of rude, not gonna lie. Whee! Do not grab me this time. Where is my stuff? Tucked away in a corner right next to this guy. He's gonna whack me, or at least he's gonna try. Whoop. Ow, ow, ow. Don't die this way again. That would be very embarrassing. Ow. Double ow. No! Ah, again. Wah, 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 wow. Okay, keep forgetting I want to look at my microphone settings and see if I can, like, have it peak less often. It's not something I should mess with while streaming. It's just something I want to change. I'm curious about this setting. No, not this. This setting. I don't think that should do anything. Why do I have a speed dial feeling? I swear this job is affecting you. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, though. I mean, this is how it is. This is literally how it is. I would tell you to, like, activate the orbital laser, but, like, I'm not sure if you're still without sound, so I didn't try to tell you to activate the orbital laser. Making some progress. I've died twice in a row. I'm not sure if that counts as making progress. You know what? In this game, dying twice is progress. You know what? Yeah, I'm making a lot of progress. Progress is being made. Ow. Now watch me get, like, smacked by a giant jar for the 3rd time. Is this guy real? Nope. This guy's real. Did I grab the chest? No, because that has the key, I think. I'm not misremembering things. Yoink, yep. Should be the final key I need. Now, how do I leave this place? Can I just walk out the way I came in? Squeaky noise. I wonder how hard it would be to play all of these games the first time without any sound. Because honestly, sound is so important. Probably told this story before, but I remember fighting a boss in Dark Souls 2, and I had a friend watching, and he was wondering how I could, like, dodge attacks when I wasn't even looking at the enemy. I'm like, I can hear it. I can hear the attacks coming in. Is this where the key goes? This is where the key goes. Can these guys stop yelling? It's honestly kind of annoying. This is like a huge AoE unblockable attack, or I'm not even sure if it's unblockable, but it's undodgeable. This is back here. Yep. Don't want to be here. We're going to the next area. Actually, there might have been an item in that room where the floor collapses. I should check that. see. Can't open this. I don't even think I can jump this, so. And I wouldn't be able to get into the gate on the other side unless you can kind of get on the ledge and open it. I don't know. I feel like I remember there being an item, but I don't remember if it was something important. If there was an item, that is. Who knows, I might have already gone there by accident and not even noticed. Alright, are we getting close to the boss room? Yes, we are. It's right here, actually. Well, I'm not looking forward to this one, because this one has a one-shot mechanic that I still don't fully understand. I could Google it. I'll Google it afterwards. Pretty tanky. That's the actual boss. There he goes again. Ah, they don't get one shot. That's not ideal. No, 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 no. Ah! Well, now I got stacks of whatever this is. Quite a few of them, too. Why do I keep finding the real one? I don't care about the real one. No, don't laugh with them. Don't you dare. Stamina, please. Come on, go on. Yeah, I got him. Good riddance. Creepy guy. Let's see how the Lamenter actually works. For science! Lamenter, Elden Ring. Let's see how he works. If a player does not kill all of the clones, the Lamenter will activate its curse, summoning a ring of floating heads around the player. Each clone remaining will add one to the counter. If you have 7 heads active, the player will fall to their knees and covering their head, dying instantly. Okay, this is basically that. It's that simple. That's what I've been doing. Yep, it is that simple. You're just gonna beat up all the clones before they do their whole thing. Six Skidoo. And 80 Arcane. So now it's 10 more levels of Dex, which will put us at level 196. And then we'll probably put 2 levels in strength and 2 levels in endurance is what I think I'm gonna do. Just because I want to be able to use some of the DLC weapons that require 14 strength. Otherwise, I'd love to go to 24 endurance because that's quite a comfortable endurance level to be at. I think that covers the things I want to do in this area. We can drop down to the blue area though, that's below it. Because how are we doing on like the hefty pots? We have... Okay, we have 4 hefty cracked pots, we just gotta get some of the Embers of Mesmer. Which we could get some of if we explore the area past Rolana's castle. We have to do that first. Now, how do I most conveniently get down to the blue area? I remember the way I did it was I would land on one of these like giant boat-like tombstones. I don't remember where that specific one is. There might be a better way to get down somewhere though. Does this lead down? Status twin blade build? Yeah, pretty much. Bleed twin blade. And then we mix in some poison every now and then. For the fun of things. I live this fall. I have my doubts. But we're trying. Oh, I live. This is how I usually get down here. There's probably a better way to do it, but I kind of like getting down this way. There's probably an item on top of there I could have grabbed too, and I just didn't. I don't remember. Now, I know there should be like a tree around here that probably has... Oh. Is that a ghost flame dragon? That one never showed up on my original playthrough. I don't really want to fight it right now, just because it's resistant to bleed and poison. I think I'm gonna like leave the ghost flame dragons be for a while. They just essentially become very large target dummies. That's a bit annoying. Takes a bit long to beat them up. Yoink. This is the tree I want to get over to. There's a couple of those creepy shadow guys in between, which they kind of freak me out because of that one attack that I didn't realize they had until much, much later. Am I not two-handing my weapon? Game, I want to two-hand my weapon. Thank you. Ow. I kept one-handing, and it's like every time I press a two-hand, the game tries to attack instead. It's because it doesn't allow for queuing multiple inputs while rolling. So when I like hold triangle while rolling to two-hand, it doesn't read that I'm holding triangle. It just reads that I'm pressing R1. So if I try to do like this while standing, it's fine, right? But if I do like this, he just attacks instead. Which is a bit of a nuisance. Because I have a tendency to use dodge timings to prepare certain inputs. And it doesn't work well for, or it doesn't work at all for swapping one-handed and two-handed, And it doesn't work very well for healing either, because it doesn't like queuing inputs for healing. And I would love to have a setting to change that, but... oh well, gotta work with what I got and not with what I don't have, I guess. That said, I will complain about it every now and then. Because it still annoys me. Yeah, the dragon just hangs out. I don't remember ever fighting this dragon on my first DLC playthrough. I just feel like he didn't show up. Maybe it's a time of day thing, or maybe I did something else that prevents him from showing up. I don't know. There's my stuff. I hate this attack. It's so gross. Now get away from me. It's so gross. I hate it. It's so nasty. Oh, I hate it so much. No, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. No, let me heal. Really? This is one of those enemies that if they get the initiative, they're super annoying. If you get the initiative, they do nothing. So they are really squishy. And I used to not mind them at all until I realized they had a grab attack. That is the creepiest thing in the entire game because they get that like gross bug thing on their head grabbing you. Ugh, I hate it. I thought they were just like kind of spooky shadow creatures, but now they're spooky shadow insect creatures and now they freak me out. They remind me of something from Hollow Knight. And they always did remind me of something from Hollow Knight, but even more so after they did the insect thing. They remind me a little bit of the Collector, I think, from Hollow Knight. But now with a little bit of the weird parasite thing mixed in. The one that like... I guess it's called... Is it called a Mimic? The one that mimics the Hollow Knight character, and then he is like a creepy... long-legged thing that just sticks out of the mask, like Mask Mimic, something like that. Alright. What's my favorite DLC boss? This is gonna be a really weird take. I really liked the Sunflower. Shadow Sunflower. Just because it was such a unique boss. Okay. Can you stop teleporting so much? This guy is being so mean. Yeah, I really liked the Sunflower just because it was very unique, like, boss, like, shape, if that makes any sense. Very unique moveset, looked pretty cool. Had, like, a very, like, vulnerable weak spot that felt really satisfying. Like, whacking him in the face does so much damage, it's like, feels really good to whack him in the face. Even if it's like one of the easier bosses in the DLC, I just found it like really fun. Your attack range is insane. How many times am I gonna get killed by these guys? I'm used to two-shotting them. I'm so used to two-shotting them, the ones in the base game. I'm just trying to get over to the tree. They're all being so mean to me. But besides the sunflower, I would probably say Rolana. I'm gonna have to fight Rolana a few more times on different characters to get like a better grasp on Rolana, but I'm a big fan of those like boss fights that feels like a duel. I think Rolana's really cool for that. Just normal person versus normal person. Just always feels kind of cool. It's the same reason I like Melania Phase 1 outside of the DLC in the base game. Where am I going? Where am I? Who am I? Why am I? To learn from my mistakes, maybe. I always dodge at the right. I swear I can't with that. It just doesn't have a wind-up that I find to be clear enough. You want to come over here? How many times are you going to do that attack? How many times? I know you only have 3 moves because you're pretty much expected to die in less, but still. As long as I don't panic roll the last hits, it's not a problem. That's what I learned from the last death. It's that I tend to panic roll the 3rd time, and I'm just like, oh, I get hit now. Your turn, hopefully. I feel like I have to heal after every hit so he doesn't one-shot me. What? I tried to do a charge attack and it didn't. Okay. Can I... heavy attack? Nope. Why farm the cemetery shades? Oh, I'm not farming them. I'm just dying to them. There's a difference. I just want my cookbook. Forbidden gummy worms. Are you the exploding kind? Oh, you are. Oh, come on. You know you want to. Come on. Whee! I love those. They're so funny. Got me with the aftershock. I wasn't even that close, game. Be reasonable. Yoink. Isn't this how I get to the friggin' dancer mausoleum? It's gonna be interesting. I don't think you can swap the ashes on that though. I would love to have like bleed on the dancer swords. Would be kind of cool. Giant crabs? Anyone? Nope, lobster. That's worse. Come on, buddy. Why is there a lobster here if it's full of crabs? Adoptive parent, perhaps? If that's the case, why did I find crab eggs? Where did the eggs come from? You know what, best not to worry about it too much. Am I going the wrong way? Oh my god, I'm going backwards. Sense of direction gone. Which is weird. Usually I have a good sense of direction, but I guess not now. There should have been more options for like hip lanterns. Just give me like a bunch of different colors for no reason whatsoever. Do I also get the cookbook for like Eternal Sleep here, or is this just where I tested it for the first time? There's supposed to be a site of grace somewhere though, no? Maybe I'm imagining things. But I feel like there was a site of grace in this place. Ow, mean crab. Did you just beat up your crab baby? Oh my god. That's messed up. Is this the cookbook? Nope, this is perfumed oil of Ranah. I don't remember what that is. Is that a key item? We get crabbed any second. Usable item? There we go. Sprout flames forward. Ooh, that's kind of cool. There we go. Immediately loses track of it. A small bottle wrapped in a bright red cloth filled with flammable perfume oil. The dancers of Rana keep these concealed as they dance, marking their height of their passion with an explosion of searing flame and sweet enticing scents. I wonder if this... Oh, it scales A with Dex. I wonder if this counts as a perfume for the purpose of the talisman. Alright, time to get beaten up, maybe. I mean, what's your resistance to stagger? Probably not very high, judging by your armor. None of us want to approach. Are you not poisoned yet? Can you not be poisoned? Ah, now you're poisoned. You're gonna heal, you might want to do it soon. No? Okay. Give weapon. Thank you. How do the dancer's trousers look on me? Silly. It's for the weapon. Nah, cannot swap weapon art. I get it, it has a unique weapon art, but I just really want paired swords. Paired curved swords with bleed. I would love that, but no. I miss my Twin Warden Grave Swords from Souls 3. Never forget. Well, that's all I wanted from here. Problem is I never grabbed any Sight of Grace in this area yet. Which means I don't have a good place to teleport to. I'm guessing I just have to teleport all the way back here and run all the way back around. Should grab the map as well. What's my bleed build up right now? 141. Oh, it hasn't gone up since I got 80 Arcane. I feel like the last 4 levels didn't give me any more blood build up. What's my damage though? For the weapon itself without the Shadow Tree buff, it's about 500. A bit more, I think. 520. Or was it 510? Nah, more like 520. If I want to get the map, I should probably go this way. That said, I can't go through the cave over here yet, because I have to have Mikola break the rune first. It's kind of strange that it's sealed, though. I don't know what the purpose for it is. It doesn't feel like it needs to be sealed. I guess it's just because they don't want you to go find St. Trina before you progress a certain amount. But the rune breaks quite early on. Like, nothing really important has happened before the rune breaks. You can literally just run there, I think, and skip every boss along the way. Is that an eternal sleeping pot? Hey, buddy. Just face tanking at this point. Hey, hefty cracked pot. Don't mind if I do. I do need more of those. Is that one of those violets that I need? The deep purple ones? Yoink. Yep. It's a lily, actually. Deep purple lily. I guess it has to be in line with the St. Trina's lilies and Nicholas lilies. There was an item here. Pretty much always is like a ghost glovewort. The top of these. I consider them to be like grave offerings, if anything. Which kind of makes it mean that I'm going around picking them up, but I guess I can still grab the Sight of Grace down here, even if I can't go through the area. Yoink. There's the cookbook that gives me the deep purple stuff. Deep sleep. Only I could put grease on occult weapons, that'd be really nice. But alas, only on quality, strength, dex, and basic weapons. Are the dex infusions called keen or nimble or something like that? I don't remember what they're called in this game. I wonder if there's more places like this that's sealed off. Because this is the only, like, sealed off place I've seen before the seal broke. The game says no. At least we've got the map now. Question is, do I want to go along this entire shore side? I should probably go, like, through here and fight the... Was there a boss, or is there just, like, I think there's both a boss and, like, a Yoda guy. I don't remember what the boss is, though. I feel like the boss is, like, something very generic, like a bunch of, demi-humans and maybe one of those, like, demi-human queens or something. Maybe even two demi-human queens at the same time. It's something amongst those lines. Like a bunch of enemies at the same time. Whoa, careful with the fall. It's not even the right place to drop down. I can also get to like that one valley that has one of those fire cauldron guys. And probably one of the Forager Brood. I think if I fight Yoda, I'll get the sword. Which I can't use anyways, but... Such is the price of being a completionist. I gotta get things even if I don't need them. Is this the way to the valley? Yeah, that's the way to the valley. We'll save that for last. This should be the path to the valley. Maybe I should check the shoreline first. Just in case there's an item. There's a site of grace. That's good to have. And this is the other place I can climb down. Which is probably the more traditional entry point, I feel like. Simply because it takes you straight to a site of grace right away. Any items tucked along the shore side? Preferably items that don't involve fighting any more cemetery shades. Even if I could use the practice against those enemies, because I've gotten pretty bad at fighting them. I do dare say so myself, and I do dare say so. Can I get on top of this? I think I can. Ooh. Give me your glove warts. Yoink. My Yoda. Let's go. Oh, I did not roll, apparently. Huh. I hit roll! It was too late, apparently. Damn Yoda. You still haven't gotten any weaker. Despite being how many 100 years old, I don't know. It would be kind of fun to play like a Souls-like game where you're kind of tiny like that guy and you do a lot of like jumping moves. What if there was like a Souls-like where you could choose like different races and it actually like has quite a big of a difference? Like just have it be like tiny, medium, and large race rather than be like typical like elves, humans, dwarves. Oh my god, that's so brutal. That did so much damage too, what the frick? Poor guy, he did nothing wrong. Well, does he not? No, he doesn't drop the weapon, you just get it further in, don't you? That's probably what the boss drops then. Actually, now that I think about it. Even though you don't fight one of those guys in the boss room, do you? I don't think so. Find out. What is this? Yoink. Hey! Skidoo tree fragments. It's pronounced shadow! Not anymore. Now it's Skidoo. Rules have changed. Go, jellyfish! Hey, Linny, thank you for the follow. Lurking? Oh my god, Linny, thank you for lurking and letting me know. Does that mean? Does that mean? I'm sorry. That's an inside joke for anyone who doesn't know what the heck I was just talking about. Dink bonk. Does this boss not even have a boss health bar, or does the boss health bar not show up until I go closer to the actual boss? I'm not in a rush. I can beat up all these guys slowly, making my way through. Making my way downtown, beating demi-humans with my twin blades because it's awesome. Just trying to get the Twitch time up. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's needed. Everyone who comes in here is like an art bot. I cry every time. I just want some real people. I'd take real lurkers over fake talkers any day. Non-human people that talk. That's just scary. I just realized, is this demi-human boss a pun on Marika? Cause it's Mariga? It's Queen Mariga instead of Queen Marika. That's kind of silly. There we go, there's the sword. It's kind of a cool sword. Like, I kind of want to make a character that used it. At the same time, I recently played a spellcaster that used the Moonveiled sword, and it just felt kind of like a little bit underwhelming. It has like a bit of a green hue to it. It's gotta be a Yoda reference. Like, sure, the sword itself isn't very Yoda-like, but it's got a little green, and the guy who wields it jumps around like Yoda. It has to be a reference. Come on. If it's not, I'm making it a reference. And you can't change the weapon art, so there's no reason to make it like a bleed-focused weapon. It does bleed, but it's more like a on the off chance it's gonna bleed. That's a nice bonus. It shouldn't be the focus of the weapon. Grave crickets. I don't remember what I used those for. Do I need that for the Call of Tibia? I do. Is that another grave and or ghost glovewort? That's like, yep, maxed out. Alright, we can just tell... No, actually, there's more stuff in this, like, little valley, I think. I was going to teleport back to the site of grace, but I think there's a couple more things to pick up. Not much, but... I wonder if I can use the full clean rot set with 22 endurance. Probably not. It's gonna be a bit of a shame. I mean, once I stop using the Scarab, I could swap in the Erdtree favor +2, and that would probably allow me to use the full sets. But my damage greedy temptations makes me want to run the 200 weapon talisman instead for another 15% attack damage. Which is kind of stonks. Probably the correct choice is either Erdtree +2 or where's the item? Yoink. Spirit Sword. I thought that was gonna be the Yoda weapon when I first got it. That's probably why I'm misremembering it being just an item you pick up here and not from the boss. What was I saying before I interrupted myself? Something... Yeah, I should be running the two-headed turtle or the Erdtree +2, probably. It's probably the thing that's going to be a problem for me in fights, is not doing enough damage. It's probably going to be running out of stamina, so I can't dodge things. Or do enough attacks. But it's just fun to see big number go brrr. I already got like, I think it's like 10%, another 10%, not quite, but it's like something close. And then another 20%, it's like 40% attack power from those talismans combined. Or close to. I mean, if I really want the attack power, I should be using the Vara Mask. So that gives you another 10% when you do bleed procs. Or using the Mushroom Helmet, which is also another 10% when you do poison procs. Like, the fact that Arcane builds have a little bit less attack power on their weapons hardly matters because they have so many options of getting attack power elsewhere. From talismans and such. Yeah, because the requirement for affiliate on Twitch is quite low, I'm tempted to try to make a push for affiliate on Twitch. And then maybe we can get some real human beings in here instead of art bots, art scam bots. That would be awesome. I would love that, to actually have some real human beings. Not to mention if I'm gonna do like fundraiser for a new computer over the next 6 months. Having affiliate on Twitch could be helpful. Even if I feel very bad for saying that. Because it makes it sound like a, hey, give me all your money. But it doesn't, it's not meant as a, hey, give me all your money. It's just like, hey, I kind of need it. Oh. Alright, Forager Brood. Thank you for your book, and thank you for your flower. These guys are so nice. Botting as we speak? What do you mean, botting? As in, like, bot lane? Are you playing, Lego the Lego? Am I dead? I might be dead. Horse is almost dead. Horse is dead. How far does the fire go? I kind of want to try to equip some healing for the horse, if I can. Do I have any, like... where do you even find these? I only have one frozen... My God. Oh, I think you have to make them, don't you? I have the things to make them, I just never... What am I doing with my life? He's gonna jump! I can't jump in return because heavy attacks are kind of annoying like that. Yeah, there's such a long delay before you can jump when you do like a heavy attack. Not correct timing. If I could just stay on the horse, that would be great. Maybe I'll just do normal attacks just because heavy attacks are inconsistent. I'm so tired of like fighting these guys, to be honest. It gets old real fast. Ooh, don't punch me. Actually, them trying to punch me makes them easier to dodge. No, he didn't try to punch me. Horse almost dead. You trying to punch me now? You better commit, because if you step on me, don't step on me, daddy. Cauldron dad. Daddy of all cauldrons. Please fall over. I think I wouldn't find these guys as tedious if you one-shot them after making them fall over. But I only half-shot them, so I have to do it again. That's what makes it like so slow. It's like 3 staggers and you have to do it twice. That or if it was 2 staggers, because 2 staggers is relatively fast. Because the first stagger gives you time to start on the second stagger. But I feel like you don't get much progress on the third stagger because I think the stagger bars for each foot is separate. So once you finish staggering the first foot, you can quite quickly stagger the second one. Yeah, because that's the second foot. But then for some reason the third foot takes a while, and it's probably because the first foot has some stagger resistance after recently getting staggered. Would be my guess. I didn't see it. Get on the horse, quick, before we have problems. Okay, you better be punching me. The worst part is when you, like, stagger him once, like stab him, and then after he gets back up again, you get one shot by something, and then you have to start over again. What kind of tiers do you drop? Viridian Hidden tier. I do need those. Those are kind of nice. Infinite stamina. Stamina. I don't remember if there's any loot over here. I remember there being a crab somewhere. I don't think the crab is important. I know you can, like, end up here from, like, coming down the waterfall, but I don't think it can go up this way. We could try. Bit of hardcore parkour. Everyone's favorite. Oh, actually, you can climb up. Okay, that makes it a bit more interesting. I even get a sight of grace up here. I've never gone this way before. I was once told a coffin could convey its passenger upon a gentle cruise to the velvet garden of deepest purple. Oh, to slumber in such a paradise. I don't think it could take a coffin to get to St. Trina's place. I could be wrong. That seems to be what he's hinting at. Alright, do I start working on dex or do I level endurance and strength? I think I'll just level strength to 14. That way I could maybe use the great katana. Mess with around that a little bit, see if it's a good bleed weapon. And we'll have the strength ready for once we get the pink halberd from the rot boss that I want to mess around with as well. Okay, it doesn't seem like I can get further up, actually. This seems to be as far as I can climb. Although I was wrong before, I could be wrong again. We do a little cheeky here, and then here. Parkour master. Yeah, I'm struggling with finding good places on this. There might be somewhere on the back. Like here. Haha! Can I get higher up, though? Seems a bit dubious. Some one place that might work. But I have doubts. Curious if I... no, I just fell down this time. Nah, it doesn't look like it has the shape that it looks like from the lighting. Ooh, this horse is hard to deal with. Almost. Almost got a foothold for a second jump. What about... Nope. Horse, can you stop, like, walking off the edge? This is why this horse is so annoying. It doesn't know how to, like, turn around slowly. It only walks. And sometimes that means you will fall off a cliff and break both your ankles. Ah! So close. Haha! Parkour master strikes again. The amount of games I've broken by doing jumps I'm not supposed to do. I was trained by Vanilla World of Warcraft, which had some of the most buggiest jump mechanics ever. You could literally climb up a, like, vertical wall by jumping in a very specific way. So your character would, like, get stuck on pixels. And you could use that to keep jumping up the wall. You just have to hit it at the right angle. And that was really fun back in old WoW when you couldn't fly everywhere. So if you managed to do those glitch jumps, you could get places that were literally inaccessible. Places you were never supposed to go. And there were a lot of, like, decorative elements outside of the parts of the map you were supposed to go. Because they were supposed to be, like, nice backdrops when you would take flight paths. Which were, like, the taxi system that takes you from place to place. Which essentially worked by flying you from one location to another, but you couldn't control it. And you couldn't get off the taxi when you wanted. So while you're, like, flying around on, like, a scripted taxi system, you got to see nice places that you flew over and past. But if you managed to glitch your way up there, you could explore those places. And they were usually just, like, empty buildings with nothing in them. Little farms. Other, like, funny decorative places. But it felt really fun to be in those places. And sometimes you would find, like, tunnels in those places that were supposed to be decorative tunnels, so they didn't lead anywhere, so they just led into a mountainside. And since there was, like, nothing there, you could just fall into the void through everything. I'm not sure if I can get any further up now. I don't see a good way. Can I get on top of this? It feels a bit too... Maybe the flies can help me. I think this is close to where I get the cookbook for, like, the boulder jar. Just the silliest idea for a jar ever. Just put rocks in the jar to make it heavy, and you throw the jar with rocks in it at people. Okay, what if I get on top of this? No? I mean, this just connects to here, so if I want to go down this way, I should just go from there, but... I don't know, I get, like, very easily distracted by the idea of going somewhere in a way I'm not supposed to. I want to break the game. I mean, the game breaks me on a regular basis. I should get to break the game as well, right? It's only fair. Oh well, I'm going back down. Is there anything on the bottom here, though, that I didn't grab? Giant lobster. That might destroy me. It even has red eyes, which makes it scary. Come on, jump attack. Ah, you hit me first? I was gonna finish you off. I'm like slowly getting less scared of the lobsters. But they're still kind of scary. Especially if there's two. What is that? Is that a jar hanging off? What is this? Resident Evil 4? Oh! Do I survive this? What is that? Mushroom Seller's Bell Bearing? Why did I never find that before? Mushroom Seller's Bell Bearing 2. I guess I'll keep an eye out for random jars I can break. I saw like a jar that was in another place that I thought I could shoot, but I was like, nah, there's no way, so I didn't shoot it. I mean, that one didn't look like that one, though, so it might still not be shootable, but now I'm tempted to go back there just to try. Let's see, I already talked to this buddy. Is there anything else to grab in this area? I remember fighting the lightning ram that rolls around. I don't think it dropped anything. This is why you follow a guide. But what about the fun of discovering something random, you know? And being like, ooh! Oh, that's where you get the lightning bottle. So how much faith for the lightning bottle? 14? Interesting how this is 14 and this is 13. And it's also like 16 decks and 13 decks. I wonder what the logic for that is. I guess one has status build up, the other one doesn't. Is it possible to like just try using the bottles even if I don't have the stats for it? Yes. So if I want to make like pretty colors, I could in theory mess around like this, I feel like. Whee! Instead of walking back, let's just go to the site of grace and we'll see what the mushroom bell bearing gives us. I'm guessing it just lets you buy the different mushrooms used for crafting, like the red flesh and white flesh mushrooms. I think there's 2 types of mushrooms. But it said Mushroom Peddler 2, meaning there's at least one more bell bearing like that. And I don't feel like there's enough mushrooms. But I could be mistaken. Toxic mushroom. Oh, there's toxic mushrooms as well. What is that noise I hear? It's horrifying. And white flesh, yep. Probably just the sound of the place burning, but... Do I have the ashes for the rot dog? I do actually have the rot dog. I should consider using this because it has scarlet rots. Depends on how tanky it gets when you upgrade it. You can give it a whirl. It's not like I'm lacking in ghost upgrade materials.
I see. Oh, to think he'd forget who I knew he'd burn him. I think we could talk him into leaving the book. Maybe it's only.
The problem is if we talked him into leaving, I wouldn't have a way to upgrade my weapons.
Is that so, Master? You have my. I'll try and talk. I know he was given to craft a weapon which could slip fearsome curve. If that's the case, I'll remain. He may. I'd like to return the.
Let's see, how much FP to summon the dog? Only 35. That's cheap. Cheap, cheap, cheap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I think the only other weapon, no, not weapon, only other thing I can summon that does rot is perhaps the Clean Rot Knights. And the Clean Rot Knight is too high FP cost for me. Where is he? He is here. 127 FP. Let's see, we could run around along the shore here and get to the finger place. There's nothing really to do there yet, as far as I know. Otherwise, we could try to get to the lake from above, which I think will get us to the twin-headed turtle talisman. It would be nice to have, even if I'm not gonna equip it yet. If I want to put rotten enemies, I could also just get more, there's no rot daggers, right? But there are rot arrows and bolts. Did I get the repeating crossbow when I beat the guy with the repeating crossbow? I don't think he dropped it. I think he just dropped the sword. I think I would have to get the crossbow somewhere else. I don't remember where you get it. I do remember finding it at some point, though. Alright, how do we get down here again? Be wary of plunging attack. Oh, that's a spread crossbow. It's not quite the same as a repeating crossbow, I don't think, but sounds neat. Maybe you can use it like point blank. And then you can kind of shotgun people. Let's see, there's a place here with like a poison lake. Yeah, here. I swear like it loops around and you can go down, and I think that's how you get to the lake. Or the river. Does this look like a lake to you? It is so dark. Also, this guy has glowing eyes. I'm gonna beat him up and get his extra runes. Give me your runes! Now! 10k, that's not too bad. Did I upgrade my backhand blades? I don't think so. And also, do they weigh less than the twin blades? I am so blind. Yeah, they weigh less. Like, quite a lot, actually. Yoink. More ashes for my ashes. Didn't I go this way once before? Did I not? Where was it I went at some point and I ended up in... I can't even access my own brain right now. No, that was... Yeah, okay, I remember where I went. It's similar direction, similar area, but not quite here. Hello, friend! Are you still curious about what this guy drops, Lenny? Because maybe we'll find out if you haven't checked already. Oh, I got eaten. Not often I get eaten by these guys. I move, please. Mean. I would love it if you could stand still for half a second. Ah, don't do this again. I hate it. I hate it here. It sucks. Guy doesn't know how to stand still. Good riddance. Do you drop anything? Oh, okay, that's what you drop. That's kind of useless. Horned Baron. Baron? Byron? Bleh. We got little spookies. Little spooky friends. As far as I remember, they don't do much damage at all. What did they scale with? Scale with faith. 400 damage. They're like Pursuers, but for faith builds. Go away, flies. What is it, crab? Be wary of crab. And the only waterfall in the game that knows how to be a waterfall. Give me your turtle powers. I guess the fastest way back down would be to just teleport. I'm not sure if there's any reason to go the other way. I think that would give us a cookbook for the boulder jars that I mentioned. I think that might be the only thing. Find out soon enough. We just gotta go the opposite direction somehow. Am I going backwards? Surprised me. I felt like since it was going upwards would be the right way, because I remember going upwards to get into this place and it didn't make sense for it to be uphill both ways. But I guess it is uphill both ways. It's one of those roads that your grandparents used to take to school. Yoink. And that should have us all caught up. And we've been up here, we've been all the way around here, we've been through most of Bullerats, been down here, we've been around here, we've been everywhere but the finger place. So if we go the finger place, then we have the choice between either doing the castle or going around the castle and circumventing it entirely. So we'll just drop by the finger place as a way to, you know, completely write this entire area off. Even though I'll probably still miss things, but it is what it is. Not to mention I have to come back for the dragon at some point, but that's not a priority. Like, what is he gonna drop? One dragon heart? Damn. So useful. Ooh, do I get a skidoo fragment from this one? Maybe that's the only point of these Mikella crosses, is just to become little like beacons for where you can find some skidoo fragments. Kind of like how the golden trees are indications of where to find golden seeds. And then you can get additional skidoo fragments from fighting hippos and catching people with jars. Seems to be the three main ways. There are sometimes skidoo fragments other places than those, though. I hear like a shimmering noise, and I'm not sure if it's a scarab or just me hearing things. Might just be the ambience in the area. Yeah, I keep missing. Yoink. Hey, that's cookbook 1. Now we have them both. Unless there's 3 of them, which there might be. Pots and grease and drawstring grease. Might be one in the St. Trina area of the game, but I don't remember. It's probably not very important. Yoink. What if there's one of those, like, pots hanging off the wing of the dragon? That'd be kind of funny. That's my phone letting me know that it's getting late. Go for a tiny bit longer, though, just to wrap things up properly. See if there's anything tucked around here somewhere. Oh, God. Hand is tucked around. I forget that those exist. There's more of them here. I think when I saw this one down here, I thought it was like rocks or like shells or something. I just cross over this to get to Finger Country. It sounds weird. I think anything with the word finger in it and being a location is going to sound weird. Fingertown? Fingeropolis? Finger Ruins? That's what it's actually called. Fingerville? Maybe it's less about what you're saying and how you say it. Maybe there's like a way you can say it without it sounding weird. But I don't know how. Oh, he's gonna shoot me with his weird finger magic. I think there's only a sarcophagus up here, which I'm not planning on using. Yep, sarcophagus. Do I even have anything to use it on yet? I might have one thing? Oh, you can use it on the base game things too. That's kind of interesting. I guess that's a good thing, though. Well, that gives you an unfair advantage over people who don't have the DLC. It's pay to win. Yeah, I guess. Oh, well. I think there's a cookbook here somewhere as well. But I'm mostly thinking of like running off to the side area that has like the ghost guy. I mean, maybe that's where the cookbook is. That would make sense, actually. I'll check if there's an item like down by the friggin' ow. The weird bell, I guess they call up. Someone gonna teleport to me? Oh, he's teleporting to me. Oh, he missed! Oh, awkward, buddy. You had one job and you messed it up. Oh, I feel sorry for you. Oh, anyone else want to try? Okay, we got contender number 2. See, that's how you grab someone. The crunching noises. Ding dong, my skull is gone. Oh, he's not gonna teleport. I love that they do like they cooperate for it. Oh, he still got me. I might be dead. Mash the buttons. Oh, I live. He got My skull is going through all sorts of reshaping right now. All right, can we maybe chill? But yeah, I love that, like, this guy grabs you, and if he grabs you, one of his friends will teleport to you and try to grab you. It's cool that they, like, work together like that. That's what I want to see from, like, a 1v2 boss fight. I want them to specifically have AIs where they work off of one another. And it needs to work in such a way that it both creates interesting combination attacks from the boss, but also creates interesting openings to attack them back. Because that's, like, a common problem with 1v2 boss fights is the timings to hit the boss back is very RNG dependent. And the way for reducing the RNG is literally just separating the bosses by kiting one and fighting the other. Which is a very unfun way to do those boss fights, in my opinion. Like, you know, 1v2 boss fights aren't very good boss fights when the main tactic for dealing with a 1v2 boss fight is trying to make it be a 1v1 boss fight. What was that? A giant hand? In my finger ruin? Where's the opening? I went past the opening somehow. Finger ruin is what happens to my fingers whenever I try to play the guitar. I'm being chased by something. Yup, giant hand. Which means I've gone past it again. I can't check the map because I'm in combat. Is it not here? I thought it would be here. It's not over here, is it? No. Maybe it's further south. I swear I remember it, like, going over in this area. It's probably down here, then. I'm way too far north. It's like a cliffside that overhangs the creepy abyss woods. Ow. Is there any reason to, like, climb up here? Are you guys hiding something up here? Any secrets? Maybe a second sarcophagus? Bow, bow, bow. I'm looking up a lot more now because I'm looking for those jars that might be like things you snipe. Oh, there's the shack I was looking for. Do you have a cookbook or is it just like a hint? I feel like there should be an item here as well. Yoink. Yeah, that's the cookbook. I wonder if that guy's related to the guy in the church later on. Maybe they're the same guy. Maybe that's his son. I don't know. Something something lore. Finger mimic. Is being a finger mimic literally just a flex for being like a really talented mimic? Because drawing hands is really difficult, so I reckon mimicking hands is also really difficult, right? Oh, big stretch. So if I choose to go from here, I mean, what I should do is grab the map then. First things first, but... What else we got? I think we got like a path to the... Kukobani village. But there's also like one of those forges, I think, around here. And I think we might be able to jewel the something Dane. Dryleaf Dane? Is that his name? I see what I assume is one of those cauldron guys far in the distance. That's where the angry dragon is, which we will ignore. It takes so long to fight him. But he will probably not ignore me. But hey, that's not my problem. Unless he makes it my problem, in which case, oops. And we got, Misbegotten? I'm slowly getting used to the names of all the different races in this world. Ooh, Brood Forager, what do you have for me, buddy? You have anything? Thank you. We have 1, 2, and 3. Damn, we're doing a much better job this time around. Spellproof, fireproof, and lightning-proof. So I'm guessing we're missing, what, holy proof? Is that what it's called? Or is it called something a bit more sensible than holy proof? Spellproof, fireproof, lightning-proof. I actually don't have any holy proof in the base game either, so either there is no holy proof, or I just never found it on this character. I feel like it's that I never found it on this character. I feel like they would make one for each, right? Like, why wouldn't they? This is probably one of those forges that I want to explore. That's a lobster that I don't want to explore. I say that, but I'm going straight forward for some reason. Another lobster! Who could have seen this coming? Woo! Woo! You guys want to tussle? Yoink. I like how Bleed doesn't care much about them blocking. Oh, that was a Erdtree fragment and not a Ashes. I thought it was going to be Ashes. Fire Knight Cookbook number 1. I think we already have Cookbook number 2, right? Alterstone and Peakbone. What is Peakbone? I think I already had those on another character, I just don't remember what they do. Your Tressen's Soaked Tip. What does that mean, though? Found underground in the land where stone coffins drift. Yeah, I know where that is, but still. What do you do? Draw certain enemies, yeah. It's a bait arrow. Luring skull, if you will. Member of Mesmer. Evil dog. Evil guy who has a dog. Specifically an evil guy who has an evil dog. Maybe it's his fault the dog is evil. They do say there are no such thing as bad dogs, just bad owners, right? Yoink. Scaru Altus. We can get the church key if we go to the church over there. So the map is starting to look a bit more complete. We're only missing like this map and this map. Yoink. May the best win. A letter bearing a terse message and an illustration of a monk, his hands held together. Seek me to the east if you wish to pursue the way of the warrior. When you find me, you will challenge me to a bout. There is no need for words.
You have a knack for timing, my fellow. I found the site of a new cross. Mikola has said as much himself. He says the act, though undoubtedly painful, will sear clean the Erdtree's wanton sin. The truth of his claim can be found at each cross, which is evidence enough to earn my belief. Go to the misshape in that forsaken place. Blood must spill. Go to the misshapen tree in that forsaken...
Hello again. Did you meet my they're quite the congregation. Doubtless it'd have all were it not for the this is the work. Wondering about the true enough? Long ago, a cleansing. It's no wonder that aside, and in this regard, they were never saying they just happened to be on the losing side of a war, but it's still a wretched shame. Wondering about the true enough? Long ago, a cleansing. It's no wonder that aside, and in this regard, they were never saying they just happened, but it's still a
The habit of having to ask everything twice just to make sure the dialogue doesn't change. And we got blessing level 7, blessing level 8. Not too shabby, brings us up to 800 attack. You can't enter this way, can you? No. Okay, I was about to say that would be insane if you could. Would be kind of cool, though. Would be cool to have more places in the game where you can enter the boss from, like, either side. Do I get anything important by going to that structure? I feel like it's just gonna be like ashes. Check though. Also, is this guy immune to bleed because you're like a ghost? Try to poison you first. I don't know what that did. You can teleport. Yeah, it seems like you can't be poisoned. Which means I assume bleed doesn't work either. I'm just gonna keep doing this, because it's fun. Assuming you don't stomp me to death. Which you might. Certainly trying. I love this, like, backhand swing. It's so easy to dodge. Ooh, that one shot me. That got me dead on. Straight in the face. Would be impressive if I survived that, to be honest. Where did I put my things? I don't know. I'll worry about it soon. With my current setup of... I mean, I could just swap to the friggin' fire one, and then we swap to perfume talisman. I was gonna say, with my current setup, it might be better to just use that friggin' Twin Blade, because it stacks the hits faster for some of my talismans. But I could also just go Fire Perfume. Oh, he stumbled a bit. Poor guy. I think I can get a weapon art for this weapon in the area. But that still hit me. I thought that roll was good. I would like to get a weapon art for the perfumes, even if the poison one can't change. I am a pinball. Daddy, daddy was a pinball, living on the edge, living like a pinball. He will always ding dong, doobie doobie dum, doobie doobie dum dum, doobie doobie dum. Okay, you can stop yelling now, it's getting old. Does your yelling even do anything, or is it just for fun? Really? I got stuck on your model. I would have been a bit upset if that killed me. Alright, can we just be done? Like, you're literally 1 HP. It gets really old fighting you. Your old teleportation. Give me all your smithing stones, I'll take them. Yoink. 9 smithing stone 8s. Oh, that's what this place is. Right, it's one of those teleport places. We need a imbued stone sword key, though. We can teleport to the green place on the map. And also from back here, we can do a lot of interesting climbing into this castle. Which would probably be quite a fast way to get to the boss, but we're gonna go through the normal way. Get a talisman here, maybe a weapon from the Black Knights. Don't remember what kind of weapon it drops, if it does drop a weapon. How about up here? Is this just back to the church again? Go back to my own weapon though. Okay, we got a guy on a horse. A little bit of parkour potential. Alright, Mr. Mesmer Spearman. That's indeed your real name. Want to tussle. Tussled once before, we can tussle again. Just gonna grab this, you don't mind, do you?
Thou shalt not evade the flame of Mesmer.
Oh, I did not take much damage at all. I don't know why I healed. Oh, I just couldn't... When do I get to roll here? I just don't. Well, you're already poisoned. What am I doing? Wasting time playing your silly games. Last time I gave you the spear treatment. Should I do so again? He's got healing! Somebody stop him! Oh, we have one of those spells. Delayed fireballs. Non-existent stagger. How could this be? It's almost like you have 1 healing and I have 20. Okay, I don't have 20, but I might as well have. Yoink. Rune Arc, don't mind if I do. How many Rune Arcs do I have now? 60! Woo! Yippee! Alright. We will... I think we'll go back here. I think I should go through the castle rule. I feel bad about going around. Doesn't feel right. We've gotten a couple of extra Shadow Tree fragments by going a little bit around. Can I sit down? How much for a level up? And do I want to level up? Yeah, I kind of want to level up so I don't have to worry about the strength anymore. I can use the katana. We'll use... How about 2 of these? Is that enough? Yes, it is. Then we'll get 14 strength. We can use the Great Katana. We can mess around a little bit with the level 3 blessing. That's not bad. Mess around a little bit with the backhand blades as well. Because the Great Katana has innate... It's a little bit heavier than my current weapon. Is it not the same weight? No, it's actually a bit heavier. Okay, I can still use it though. Wait, did I not just level up strength to 14? What did I level up instead? Did I level up? No, I haven't leveled up yet. Okay, my god, I spooked myself. There we go. Now I can use the katana in one hand. I feel like I would probably mostly two-handed, but... Upgrade that to max, make it an occult weapon, I think would be best. We have a look at it right now. I'll look at the difference between occult and blood weapon. Ashes of War. Blood would make it have around 200 damage and 55 blood build. No, 88 blood build up. Whereas occult would give it 6 less blood build up, but 20 more damage. And that's before upgrading it. So I think after upgrading it, it's going to be probably even more close between them. But I also want to try the backhand blades. The interesting thing about this is that the stance heavy attack is 3 relatively rapid strikes. If I can get those 3 rapid strikes to be good enough to proc bleed once, that'd be kind of nice. But I'm not sure how realistic that is. I mean, with 88 blood buildup without being upgraded, it might go really high. Because I don't remember how much bleed I had on an upgraded twin blade. We can check. If we just go weapons, we can look at one of the other twin blades. We do like twin swords. This would have a... Oh, it has the same. Okay, that is 88. I guess that's just what I give to any weapon now then. Not quite sure how that works. It could be fun to mess around with this. I also want to mess around a little bit with the backhand blades. Still love them. We're going to call it here for now though. I'm already a little bit over time. I just wanted to like kind of complete the area I was in so that we can focus on pushing through the castle and going through this next area next time. And then I'm not sure, where should we push next then? Because almost no matter where we go in this area, we're going to have like the Mikella rune break, right? So we have the option of going like through Bonnie Village, which I didn't do last time. Now we can start doing the finger quest quite early. Or... we have to go through the keep to get to the green area, I think, if I remember right. And if you want to go to the Abyss Forest, how do we get there again? It's like an elevator or something, isn't it? Why do I not remember how to get to the Abyss Forest? It should be like... it's at the bottom of the catacombs, right? It's the Darklight catacombs. At the bottom of those, there's an elevator that goes down and you fight the boss and you get into the Abyss Woods. I also want to get to the Abyss Woods. relatively soon-ish. I don't think there's anything I want there. If there's anything I want, it's the 200 talisman. Let me just have a quick look where we get that, because I don't remember. 200 talisman is in Temple Town Ruins. Temple Town Ruins is over there. Okay. Can make that a goal. We're not in a rush to get it because we don't need it before we hit level 200. So if anything, the main goal right now is to just level 12 more times and then get the talisman. But as I said, we're calling it here for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. And even if I don't, have a great day. And also, just fair warning, my sleep schedule at the moment is really messed up. I'm going to try to get it sorted, which might mean that either I might miss a stream day because I messed up. It's been known to happen. I want to make that not happen. But it could also mean that there might be an early stream one day instead. We'll see. Could also mean that I just mess up completely and I keep streaming at the same time. But I want to try to fix my sleep schedule soon because I'm not enjoying my current sleep schedule. So I want to fix it. So just be warned. If I go missing randomly, that's probably why. But I'm going to try not to have that happen. But I'm going to warn you nonetheless. All right. That's the whole warning. Thank you. I'm going to peace out now. Bye-bye.